Hey guys, it's Wilson here, and we just finished our. Oh, it's gonna get a bit quiet. We just finished our 9:45 workout this morning. It's a beautiful day. The sun's out, getting plenty of vitamin D on the skin to make us feel awesome again. And it's just you just starting to get that sense that summer is on its way, which is great, but it's probably causing you panic right now because you're thinking, shit, I need to get ready for wearing my bikini or wearing the skirts and letting some skin on show for the summer, because we don't want to hold ourselves back. We don't want to have any hang-ups when it comes down to that. So as I say, those that work out hard in the winter are the ones that are gonna enjoy the summer looking their best. Summer bodies are made in the winter. Anyway, guys, I want to share with you something that is probably um, somewhere where you're messing up at the moment when it comes to dieting and training. I've just this morning wrote a blog post about this. I wanted to make this quick video for you, so lots of different ways things can sink in. It makes it easier for you. So basically, I see a lot of people and a lot of thinking, and from people who are trying to achieve weight loss, but also from trainers as well. Where it comes to weight loss, they think that they've got to eat less but train more. It makes sense, doesn't it? If you're not eating as much and you're burning more, then surely I'm going to lose weight. And you absolutely will lose weight. And this is why at the start of this process, you'll lose weight to begin with. But weight loss and fat loss are two completely separate things. Weight loss involves around cutting calories, making a deficit. Yet weight loss is just water and muscle tissue, a little bit of fat. Yet fat loss is where we're going to lose literally what we're talking about. It says exactly the same on its tin. We're losing fat. And this comes down to a calorie deficit, yes, but also hormonal balancing. And what I see people do, in particular with females, is they cut calories and they push themselves really, really hard, like exercise class after exercise class after another exercise class, and you think, brilliant, I've done really well because I've took out the time, I've moved myself, my body was designed to move anyway, and I've done all these sessions after sessions. You feel like you've done really well, but then you get disheartened when it doesn't show on the scales and it doesn't show on the measurements. And as I say, short term, you're thinking, brilliant, it's working, and you tell all your mates about it. It's the next best thing since sliced bread. But then when reality hits and the weight loss plateau occurs, you're like, damn, it's just another one of those fads. So here's the thing, guys. I see a lot of trainers doing this. They train females as if they were males, push them hard and cutting the calories. Fellas can generally adapt to that very, very well. Yet females are slightly different. Females have different hormones than males. And I see a lot of trainers and I see a lot of thinking going on with people, the general public, thinking they've got to push themselves really hard and then eat less. And workouts cause a hormonal response, and so does diet. And female hormones are different. They're completely different. For a normal menstrual cycle, and obviously this would be different from peri or menopause or post-menopause. This would be different for you ladies, and we can adjust that for you. But for a normal menstrual cycle, the first 14 days of that menstrual cycle, estrogen is actually high. And estrogen has got a bad name, a bad rep. People think it's really bad, it's weight gaining, and it can be. If it's not working in sync with other hormones, and if there's an excess of estrogen from environmental estrogen-related products that we can get into the body, such as caffeine, such as plastics, and pesticides. So, yes, an excess of estrogen can cause weight gain, but it's actually going to improve insulin sensitivity, which means we're going to be able to eat our carbs much better. It's also going to allow us to deal with stress better as well. So during those 14 days, this is a perfect time to eat more carbohydrates, okay, so we can fuel our workouts, so we can push ourselves harder in our workouts. And also, fat is burned in a carbohydrate flame. So this is why low carb diets or no carb diets are very, very bad. We've got to work with the body, especially for females. And then at the same time, because you're dealing with stress better, workouts cause a stress response. They increase cortisol. And so this is a good time to push ourselves hard in our workouts. The second, the last 2 weeks of the menstrual cycle, weeks 3 and 4, estrogen takes a slight dip, but progesterone overtakes. Now, progesterone does not respond very well to stress. So this is a perfect time we want to start implementing more relaxing walks, Tai Chi, yoga that isn't stressful, so not like Bikram yoga, but more relaxing, regenerative yoga, stretching, hanging out with pets, the family, relaxing, laughing, loving, these kind of things we need to be doing in those final 2 weeks of the period. And then, so you want to hit about 3 workouts each week that are resistance-based workouts. You do this as a female. As I say, for a normal menstrual cycle, we can do things to adapt for people that have got irregular periods. We can do things to help you, PCOS with the menopause, etc., with the contraceptive pill, and we can get you losing a lot of weight, but also in particular getting the body. I mean, you can lose weight, but are you getting the shape? Now, what a lot of workouts and a lot of diets do, they would take somebody that's a pear shape, and they'll lose a lot of weight on the upper body, but they'll stick down on their arse and the legs and the hips, and then they just become a more pronounced pear shape. Or we could take somebody that's an apple shape, and they're a big apple, but then they just end up as a smaller apple. So they don't end up with that shape. And a lot of workouts, and I see a lot of trainers doing with a lot of people, their clients these days, is that it's not by any, they just don't know any better. They mean well, is that they push their clients really, really hard because the client thinks, I want to punish myself, I want to be pushed hard so I feel like I'm moving forwards and progressing. And the trainer, we kind of like doing that to clients as well, I'm not going to lie. It feels good to beat the client, it's in our nature. But it's not necessarily good for your results. And I see this happen a lot. We push a client really, really hard, and they end up just either getting the wrong shape that they actually want, the small apple or the more pronounced pear, or they just end up as a no bust, no hips, and they don't look very feminine. You will see this in a lot of athletes that train like athletes, and if you cut their head off, you will just think that it's a male body, apart from they're wearing a bra, because this is happening a lot lately, where people are starting to want to train like athletes, push themselves like athletes, etc. And this will start to happen with your body, where we start changing your actual physique. Testosterone goes super high, and then you get an imbalance between estrogen and progesterone, and you don't get that feminine shape. Now, I work with clients. That's great if you want to do that, but I work with clients that want to attain health. Now, the most preferred physique by females and by males, and what so happens to be the healthiest physique that a female can have, is the hourglass shape. For fellas, it'd be the V shape, wide shoulders, narrow hips. And we've got to work with our hormones to achieve that. But as I say, and that's why I'm sending out this video, I'm seeing an awful lot of a lack of education, where people aren't wising up to what they should be doing, and they think they've just got to keep putting their foot down, or if they're not getting where they want to be or losing the weight they want to be, they need to punish themselves more, and it's a depressive state to be in, and I want you to avoid that. So listen back to the video, listen to what I mentioned, and start implementing those if you're a female, and you will start seeing some wonderful results. And do me a big favor, guys, as well. If you like this video, just click the subscribe button on YouTube so you can follow me for more videos like this, and please share it with your friends as well. The more we can reach out to people, the more that we're going to be able to help people build a fantastic world of healthy, fit individuals that are going to really start to love life. So thanks for listening, guys. Really appreciate it, and I'll catch you next time.